Hi, Wes Lee here with the weekly Mesonet weather report. Summer has been relentless at giving up its hold on Oklahoma. This past week was likely the hottest of the year. On Tuesday, the statewide average high temperature was 97.3. We should be starting to cool down by this time of year, with Mesonet long-term averages being around 91 degrees. The 5-day rainfall map from Wednesday mainly consisted of one good band of rain in the northern half of the state. Rain peaked in Muskogee County, with Haskell reporting almost 3.5 inches. You can see this beneficial rainfall on our 4-inch soil moisture map. We see good moisture levels shown in green in most of the southern 2/3 of the state. The one exception would be the orange color blob in the center of the state from McLean to Seminole counties. In the Northwest and Panhandle, the shallow soil moisture continues to be seriously low, as shown by the red colors on the map. The forecast for next week is a little up in arms depending upon the track of several tropical storms in the Gulf. It could be a really wet week or virtually no rain at all, but the heat is likely to continue to be above normal. Gary is up next with the latest drought map for Oklahoma.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, another week with some pretty good rains over parts of the state that have helped the drought picture. But not everybody got the rains they needed. Let's take a look at the latest drought map and see where we're at. So we've basically eliminated all the drought in the state. That was down there in south central, southeastern Oklahoma is now gone. We just now have a little tiny patch of abnormally dry conditions. However, we now have a larger area of moderate drought centered up in northwestern Oklahoma on Woods County, over into Alfalfa County, and also to the west in Harper County, and of course down to the south as well. So that's the area we're currently looking at for drought intensification if we don't get some good rains in that area. Now, I know it's been dry over the last 30 days, but the 60-day rainfall still shows the problem areas a little bit better than that 30-day time frame. So we see up there in northwestern parts of the state, Buffalo has only had 2.1 inches of rainfall. So we see those greens and the darker greens. Those are the regions where the rainfall is just not quite as much. The percent of normal rainfall map from the Mesonet for the last 60 days really shows it pretty well. Again, up there in Buffalo and Harper County, 42% of normal rainfall over the last 60 days. Now, besides the heat, the big storyline in the weather for the coming week will be a possible tropical system impacting the Gulf Coast. Now, it does look like it's going to swing up to the northeast away from Oklahoma, but you can never tell, so it's always something to keep an eye out for, because there's a lot of rain associated with these types of systems, as we can see in this 7-day rainfall map, which shows upwards of 10 to 15 inches of rainfall down along the Gulf Coast. Now, of course, we don't want that kind of rainfall up over Oklahoma. We don't need it that badly, but some parts of the state do need some rainfall, especially across northwestern Oklahoma. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.